La pizza, you don't understand, girl, you mean with it. La pizza, yeah, wait, whoa. La pizza, you know you can't wait till I ease in it. La pizza.
What's up guys, it's your girl Bria here, aka the Afro Boricua. But yeah, this is the start of my YouTube channel. I posted like a random video a long time ago about getting ready to start it, and then I never actually did. But I guess just a little bit of background on me. My name is Bria. I live in South Korea. I've been living here for like a year and a half now. Yeah, I'm an English teacher at an academy. I teach 5 days a week. It's really cool. It's usually a common job for foreigners who come to Korea. I'm from Ohio in America. I'm mixed race. I know people are like, what the heck is she? My mom's black, my dad's Puerto Rican, hence the name Afro Boricua. So this channel is kind of just about just like my life, I guess. I'm not expecting it to be anything crazy. It's not only about my life in Korea, but just like different things that I enjoy, things that you can do here. I might do a couple vlogs like going back home and visiting my family and stuff like that too. It's just kind of an all around general cool stuff YouTube, I guess. This is, I guess, my first video. It'll be my top 5 things that I love and top 5 things that I hate about living in Korea. So I'm gonna start with the negative things first and then go into the positive stuff because I'm gonna end my video on a positive note. Now, just a disclaimer, there's nothing that I truly hate about Korea. It's just more so things that can be really difficult for foreigners to navigate, or things that I personally just find really annoying, but I don't in any way hate Korea or else I wouldn't live here. So, top 5 things that are the worst about Korea. One of the top 5 things is smoking. Korea, people in Korea smoke a lot and they smoke everywhere. There's not like a ton of limitations on where you can and cannot smoke. So they're smoking everywhere all the time. I just have a really high sensitivity to smells, and so the smoking drives me freaking insane, especially when it's in like clubs and stuff, and it gets into your hair, it gets into your clothes. Like I really hate smoking. So that's why that's one of my number 1. And then after smoking, because Koreans smoke so much, my second thing that I hate about Korea is spitting, especially men. Spit everywhere. They spit on the street, they spit in the subway, they spit in the club. Literally, I was with my friend at a club once and he and I are just chatting and he just spits on the floor right in front of me. And I was like, we were inside, what are you doing? And he was like, oh, I didn't even think about it, because it's so normal for them to do it all the time. So spitting is like a really big pet peeve of mine that I really hate, that's so like normal here that a lot of people do. My third one is staring. Because I'm a foreigner, I do get a lot of looks just out in everyday life. I also am a very curvy person. That's not usually the beauty aesthetic here in Korea. So because I got, you know, a lot of curves, I'm kind of ambiguously raced. I do get stared at, and usually my hair is not straight. Actually, I usually wear my hair in natural and really curly. This is actually the first time I've straightened my hair in 3 years. Yeah, I usually have, you know, my giant fro and curls, and that gets a lot of looks. Most of the time it's harmless, but it does get kind of annoying just like having to deal with it all day, every day, just constantly. And I don't mind, but sometimes I'll have like old ladies, like I've literally had old ladies come up on the subway and like touch my hair, and that's really strange. Like, I'm not a dog, don't pet me. So yeah, the staring is kind of a pretty annoying thing to have to deal with here. My 4th thing would probably be guys in Korea. Now, before people start going crazy, no, I do not hate Korean men. No, I don't hate anyone. But it has been something that's kind of been a constant trouble here, because, you know, I'm young. I like to go out clubbing with my friends and stuff on the weekends, and, you know, I am a pretty busty girl, so, you know, having to go around in Korea and having guys just literally come up to me and go, hey, and they're staring straight at my boobs is really annoying. I don't speak Korean well, but I understand enough to know what people are talking about. So having, you know, grown men like talking about me right next to me on the subway and stuff like that is really gross. Also, there's Korean guys, in my experience, not all and not for everyone, but for me, have a tendency to ghost.
To abruptly cut off all contact with someone, such as a former romantic partner, by no longer accepting or responding to phone calls, instant messages, etc.
Even if it's not like a relationship, like maybe I met someone out and they're like, oh, let's go get coffee. Then literally I'll be texting like, okay, where do you want to meet for coffee? And I get no response. Or, you know, if I have a date planned with someone and we've been on a couple of dates before and it seems to be going well, and then one day just nothing. And I was like, maybe it's just me, like maybe it's something that I'm doing. But I've also spoken to other foreigner friends of mine, other Korean female friends of mine, and they also deal with the same thing. So I mean, if you've had a different experience, great, but just for me, like, guys are not always the most consistent or reliable here, so I kind of just like wash my hands of it, I guess. So that's what I hate. And then my number one thing that is the worst about Seoul specifically, is the smell, especially in the summertime. So it's not like in Korea they don't have dumpsters or like, you know, a place where you put your trash. You literally just set it outside and then the garbage man will come by and pick it up, like usually early in the morning. But on the weekends they don't pick it up, so it accumulates and the smell is god awful. Okay, it's hot, it gets crazy hot in the summer. You know, heat don't do well for, you know, smells and food and trash. So in the summertime, especially in Seoul, which is a major city here, it's actually the capital city, the trash and the smell on the street is horrendous. So that is probably my number one worst thing that I hate about Seoul and Korea, just like having to deal with that smell. In the winter it's not so bad, but definitely in the summertime it's not good. But there are plenty of things that I also love about Korea, okay? One of the top things that I love about Korea is the food, okay? Their food here is freaking amazing. They have, because it's not only Korean food, like they also have, you know, other cultures, Indian, American, Italian, whatever. But Korean food, I never actually had it before I came to Korea, but it's so good, and most of it is made fresh or made to order. So it's not like you usually have stuff that's been sitting out all day. Like any restaurant that you go to will usually make it like there. You know, there's samgyeopsal, there's kimbap, there's bibimbap, like there's just so many things that are usually made with really fresh ingredients. So that's why I absolutely love the food in Korea. It does tend to be spicy, so if you have like a spice sensitivity, it might be more difficult for you to find things that you like in Korea. I love spicy food, so that's cool with me. But you know, some people that's not your cup of tea, so just like keep that in mind if you ever come to Korea. The clubbing scene in Korea is crazy. So it's not like in the States, right? So in the States, in most places, there's an open bottle law, like you can't drink outside or like on the street that's not like an establishment. And most places you have to stop, I think besides like Las Vegas maybe, you have to stop selling alcohol after 2:30 a.m. In Korea, that does not exist. So there's no open bottle law. People can buy soju from the convenience store, which is like the major liquor in Korea. Buy it from the convenience store. It's literally $1.50 for like a bottle that's like this big. That'll get you, you know, where you're trying to go. If you're trying to get there real quick, soju will do it for you. It doesn't taste good, but you know, it'll do the job. But yeah, there's no open bottle laws. People drink outside, chilling on the sidewalk. It doesn't matter, like it's totally normal. And clubs here are open, most clubs are open from 10 p.m. to 5 a.m. So yeah, people go out here. This is, if you're trying to turn up, like Seoul especially is the place to go, because clubs don't stop. There are even some clubs that are open till like 8 or 9 in the morning. We're not going to talk about if I've gone to those, but they do exist. So yeah, clubbing scene here is great. They do play hip-hop music. Like a lot of people, I think, believe that they play only K-pop or whatever. That's actually not true. Hip-hop is one of the most popular music genres here, so like you won't have any trouble finding a club that plays the music that you like. But yeah, so I love clubbing here. It's definitely a very unique place to come turn up. I love dancing here. The dance scene in Korea is insane. There's tons of famous choreographers and dancers who live and work here. There's a couple of major studios that I'm sure a lot of people have seen, like 1 Million Dance Studio or Just Jerk Dance Academy or Prefix Studio, just to name like a few that I've been to and visited myself. That, you know, I like the classes because they have beginner level and advanced level classes for people who maybe don't have as much experience in dance, and just the entire environment is very supportive. Like, I haven't danced in years, but I feel confident that if I went into a class, like, I wouldn't feel like, oh dang, like I'm not as good as them, because they're all like, everyone's there to hype you up. Like, they want you to do good, they want you to enjoy it. So that's why I really love the dance scene here in Korea. Number 4 is, weirdly, the subway. Public transportation in Korea is crazy. It will get you anywhere that you need to go. And like in Ohio, we don't have a subway system. We just have buses. So I had a car, I drove everywhere there. Driving here, I would never do it personally. Like, it's just, people are crazy drivers, but everyone's crazy, so it kind of like works out. Delivery trucks and, like, you know, people on motorcycles, they can go on the sidewalk, they go everywhere. So for me, I just would never personally drive here. So being able to take like the subway, the bus, a taxi, whatever, is way more convenient. And the subway is hella cheap, and it's super, super clean. Like, I know from a lot of my friends who I went to school with, like, who are from New York and stuff, they said the subways there are disgusting and like awful. I've never had that problem in Korea. Literally, you can see old people mopping the subways. Like, it's that clean. Like, there are usually like restaurants and convenience stores in the subway station itself, like underground, because that's just normal here. So the subway will take you anywhere you need to go, as well as buses too. Like, there's always a way. Public transportation in Korea is great. I would recommend it to everyone. And like, once you figure it out, it's really easy to get around. It's a little confusing at first just because there's so many, but once you kind of get used to it and get into the knack of it, totally easy. My number 1 favorite thing about Korea, I would have to say, is the convenience, right? So Koreans are all about, you know, put your money where your mouth is. My time is money. Like, Koreans don't like to waste time, they don't like to waste money. So like, you can get delivery, like, for food literally anywhere, as long as you can explain to the driver where you are, which is kind of hard if you don't speak Korean. They will bring it to you anywhere that you want to go. It's normal. Like, so in Korea they have the Han River. Most people go out there like on the weekends to like chill, relax, like lay out some blankets and stuff. You can order food to the river and they'll bring it to you like where you're sitting on the river. If you can tell them exactly where you are, you can have it delivered to your house. Yeah, as long as you can tell them where you are, they'll bring it to you. And it's open usually from 10 a.m. to like 1 in the morning is delivery hours for most restaurants. Like, you can get food anywhere, anytime. And it's not only food. They have an app here, it's called Coupang. I ordered my bed from there. I ordered the desk from there. I ordered just everything in my house. And they usually have this like thing called rocket shipping. They ship it the next day. As long as you order it before midnight the day before, they'll bring it to your house by like 5 p.m. the next day. So yeah, the convenience in Korea is ridiculous. There's convenience stores. They have 7-Eleven here. Another popular one that they have is See You, like see you later. That's literally what it's called. GS25. They're on literally every corner. Like, my house is at the top of a hill and there are 3 convenience stores within 50 feet of my house. There's 2 coffee shops within 50 feet of my house. There's a nail salon within 50 feet of my house. Koreans don't like to waste time or money. Everything is nearby. There's a giant traditional market literally 100 feet from my house. The convenience in Korea is insane, but it's greatly appreciated because I don't know what I would do if I didn't have that, because I don't know how to do anything here. But yeah, so those are my top 5 things that I love and not so love about Korea. Living here has definitely been an experience. Coming to Korea was not anything that I had ever planned to do, actually. It was kind of just by chance. My friend Malia, actually, she has a YouTube channel too, you should check it out. Malia XJ, it's her and her boyfriend's channel. He's Korean, she's black. They're really cute, you should check them out. She actually called me in 2016 when she was studying here. We've been friends since like the 6th grade or something. And she was like, yo, you gotta come visit me in Korea. And I was like, no, I won't be doing that. She was like, no, you gotta come. Like, I think you'll really love it. Like, you should come check it out. So I came in 2016 for like maybe 2 weeks and I was like, wow, this place is crazy. I really like this. So I decided to come back in 2017 for the summer just by myself. She lives in Wonju. I came just by myself for 3 months. Yeah, I met her and some other girls that I've just kind of stayed friends with over this last couple of years. I was just living here for 3 months, and then I went back to school. I finished my degree, and then I got all my permits and requirements to become a teacher, which if you want to see a video on that, like on how to become an English teacher in Korea, I can also make a video. Just let me know if that's something you want to see. But yeah, I ended up getting my, all my licensing and stuff. Came back here in June of 2018, which is actually where I met my friend Isis, who is letting me borrow her camera to make this video. She's a YouTube channel too, called CC Less Than 3. So I had one, usually contracts last for a year with a teaching job. So I worked at a different school for a year, and then I've been working at my new school for about 3 months now. Yeah, it's definitely a very unique experience. I think that anyone who can travel and likes to teach or likes to learn that kind of thing should go for it. It's really rewarding. It can be really hard. Like, I think a lot of people try to tone down like the difficult parts. I mean, you are in a foreign country where you don't know anyone, don't speak the language. Like, it's kind of hard in the beginning, and you definitely get homesick, but my overall experience has been really awesome, and I really love living here and just kind of being in this totally unique situation. Yeah, so I love living in Korea. A lot of my videos will probably be about my life here, stuff that I got going on, but if you want to see anything else or want to ask me questions, like, hit me up. I'll link my Instagram and my YouTube channel, which you're currently on, and that's all I have. I don't have like Twitter or anything. Sorry, I'm not cool. But thank you for listening. Give this video a like or a thumbs up, all that good stuff. If it's something you like, subscribe, if you want to see my face anymore. And I'll talk to you later. Bye.
Cool. Love your side, you don't understand, girl, you mean with it. Love your side, love your side.